Fascism's rise. Fascism emerged after World War I as European societies grappled with the aftermath of a brutal conflict. Economies were devastated, social structures weakened, and millions of people were disillusioned with traditional forms of governance. Many saw fascism as a solution, a strong, authoritarian ideology promising unity, stability, and national pride. Fascist movements rejected democracy and socialism, seeing these systems as divisive and weak. Instead, they promoted ideas of centralized power, militarism, and often racial or ethnic superiority. Often linked to Italy, in 1922, Benito Mussolini, an ex-socialist turned staunch nationalist, established a fascist state. His rise was fueled by a promise to restore Italy's former greatness through a powerful government, controlled economy, and disciplined society. Mussolini's regime prioritized state control over individual rights, cultivating a strong military and promoting Italian cultural dominance. Under Mussolini's, Italy became the model of fascist rule, inspiring similar movements across Europe. The ideology spread rapidly, particularly in Germany, where it took an even darker turn. Adolf Hitler, leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazis, adapted fascist principles to his own ideology, emphasizing Aryan racial superiority and anti-Semitism. In 1933, Hitler became Germany's chancellor and swiftly transformed the country into a fascist dictatorship. The Nazi regime orchestrated strict control over every aspect of life, fueled by propaganda, and brutalized any opposition. Hitler's policies led directly to World War II and the Holocaust, one of the most horrific genocides in history. Fascist ideology shares certain core characteristics. At its heart, fascism demands loyalty to a single, authoritarian leader and often promotes a cult of personality. Fascist governments claim that individual freedoms are subordinate to the good of the nation or race. To maintain power, they employ propaganda, censorship, and extensive surveillance. Economically, fascist regimes control industries and restrict personal wealth, favoring an economy geared towards national interests and military expansion. Beyond Italy and Germany, fascism took hold in Spain under Francisco Franco. In 1936, Franco led a nationalist faction during the Spanish Civil War, eventually becoming Spain's dictator. While Franco didn't fully align with Mussolini or Hitler, his regime was marked by authoritarian control, anti-communism, and censorship. Spain's fascist rule lasted until Franco's death in 1975, making it one of the longest-standing fascist governments in history. Fascism also influenced Japan, where military leaders pushed an ultranationalist agenda. Although Japan was not fully fascist, the government's expansionist goals and authoritarian structure mirrored key elements of fascism, especially in the lead-up to and during World War II. Similarly, fascist or proto-fascist movements appeared in other nations, from Hungary and Romania to Brazil, as nationalist leaders used these ideas to rally citizens around authoritarian visions for their countries. The collapse of Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy in 1945 marked a significant defeat for fascism as an international force. With the horrors of the Holocaust exposed, and the devastation of World War II fresh in memory, fascism became widely associated with brutality and oppression. Its influence didn't disappear. Some far-right movements have drawn on fascist ideas, particularly those that promote nationalism, anti-immigrant policies, and authoritarian governance. Understanding fascism is essential because it serves as a stark warning of the dangers of unchecked power, propaganda, and discrimination. Fascism's legacy endures as a cautionary tale about the importance of preserving democratic values, protecting individual freedoms, and preventing the rise of authoritarian ideologies. As we remember this difficult period in history, we gain insight into the conditions that allowed fascism to thrive, and the resilience of those who resisted it. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.